Reverend Wodnick. Another one of my reoccurring characters. This one, he's got a capacity for healing for pain, for lack of a better term. And this is his Richard Wodnick is his name. And, well, you know, we called him Dick Wad.
Dick Wad for short.
Yeah, and yeah, that's and other things. But yeah, he has his own Church of Pain.
It's kind of a play on you know, televangelists claiming
yeah,
they can heal and stuff.
a big time play, and this character kind of goes way beyond that. It gets absolute downright vulgar and has no problem. I don't think there's any religion whatsoever involved in what he does.
No one deserves this. You know?
And this one, once again, called in old friends that were happy to work with it at the time to help
fill in some extras that we needed.
Get a chance to, hold fake shotguns at their heads and everything. You know, it's kind of a...
It's all good fun.
Yeah, it's all good fun. What can I say? Reverend Wodnick pretty much speaks for himself. Enjoy.
Good evening, followers. I am Reverend Richard Wodnick.
Hey, it's Father Dick Wad.
Fuck you. Now, my children, we must worship the Almighty God. My fellow followers, I am here to heal you of your sins and of anything else that ails you or sickens you, whatever the case may be. So come on up and let me heal you. So what ails you, my son?
Nothing, Father. Oh! I got this incredible pain in my stomach.
Well, here. Take this.
Thank you, Father.
Now get the fuck out of here. Next. Come on up. Yes.
Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned.
What did you do?
I've committed adultery.
Adultery? You should be thanking God there's more than one woman on this planet. Adultery, shit. Now tell me, ask me, what do I believe?
What do you believe?
Ask it again.
What do you believe?
Ask me, what do I believe?
What do you believe?
I believe I'm gonna blow your fucking head off. Get the fuck out of here. Next. Now, son, what seems to be the trouble?
Well, Father, I don't know what to do. My wife ran out with my best friend. I don't know what to do now.
What to do? You go out and have fun, get laid every day, you can do it. But on a serious note, I've found that in the past, the best way to mend a broken heart is a good knee to the groin. Get the fuck out of here. And now, followers, I have time for one more. Well, let's see who we've got here this time. Grandpa, what a nice surprise!
You son of a bitch! I should tell you right now! Yes, I mean you with a mispress! You son of a bitch! Asshole!
Well, fellow followers, did you ever have to take a big old herky shit? Well, anyway, that's all the time we've got for you, so peace.
Late Night with Dr. Drool had its share of random clips and skits. We used to do a lot of weird stuff with the PXL 2000 camera.
Film on the fly.
Yeah, just film on the fly.
You come up with a stupid idea, we'll shoot it right now. Pants down, we'll shoot it.
We'll just do it. Just okay. We don't need. Go get a sandwich. We'll start rolling camera here.
And there
you got a sandwich and a glass of milk. That's all you need.
Yeah.
and suddenly,
and then the ability to make puking or like burping sounds, and so hell, we're set up.
Yeah, you have those three things. Boom, you got McDonald's.
Yeah, brings to mind McDonald's.
Yeah, during this time, they were doing their, I think it was Food, Folks, and Fun campaign. And, well, we thought Food and Folks was fine, but we weren't interested in having fun. We were more interested
Barf. Yeah. The hell with fun, we'll just go straight to barf.
Let's go straight to barf. So that's what we did. Chris goes in the house, he gets a sandwich and a glass of milk and comes back out. All right, let's roll camera. So we came up with this supposed McDonald's commercial where, doesn't matter what he eats, he just barfs it up on the ground. And that's all it was. And it was so damn funny. Again, I could watch this thing 30 years later and still laugh my ass off. We were always doing stupid shit like this. But that ended up in Late Night with Dr. Drool. So let's take a look at McDonald's.
At McDonald's, we provide super service. You'll always find the best food. At McDonald's, Food, Folks, and Barf. Ooh. We always clean up everything after someone barfs at McDonald's. Here at McDonald's, we always provide the best service, the best food, and the best opportunity for customers to have a good nutritious meal. At McDonald's, Food, Folks, and Barf. Excuse me, sir, how was your meal? Yes, it's always great here at McDonald's. And then once again, another satisfied customer. What happens to me? This food sucks.
Livewire was our first chance at being in front of real cameras and a real audience, and actually the first time we were both on live TV.
Yes.
It was an experience we'll never forget. It was something that really catapulted us forward from that point on, knowing that we had access to professional equipment and we could actually make some of these creative endeavors that were in our heads, we could actually make them come to life. And one of those skits that came out of Livewire that was, I think, one of the more memorable skits was called Polydent and Miss Priss. This was the debut of my character Montgomery Sims, who is a crotchety old fart, and he doesn't take shit off anyone. Basically came up with the old guy persona, that he's just a grouchy old man wearing flannel shirts and thick glasses, the gray hair, and I decided to give him a unique voice that was not like my own to pull him off, and everything pisses him off, and he's irritated by everybody and everything. And I can't really say that he was inspired by anyone in particular, but it's a character that I really wanted to do. I wanted to do something that was out of the ordinary for me, you know, that wasn't like myself. It wasn't just me with some different clothes on. A character that actually had some depth to him. And came up with this guy, and I got Miss Debbie Owens, who was in my drama class in high school. And she was a great sport. She came over to my parents' house, and we actually shot this skit during lunchtime. Seeing as how I only lived a mile from the high school, it was easy for me to go home, and we must have had long enough to shoot the skit and still make it back to class on time. I do remember that part of the problem with playing the character of Montgomery Sims is I have to put gray in my hair. Well, remember, I shot this during lunch at school, so I go back to class and I have gray hair. The stress of teens nowadays is just horrendous. So, so yeah, how many times did I have to explain why I had gray hair? Oh boy. It went on and on and on. I actually had not thought about that for a long time until just now, that I had to go back to school with this gray hair. I didn't have time to wash it out, so back to school I went with gray hair. So we shot this scene in my parents' house, and the whole premise is that his son-in-law sets him up with this escort, played by Debbie. She shows up at his house to play games with him, take him on a picnic, you know, things like this. He wants nothing to do with it. He wants her to go away. He wants to be left alone. And she won't leave him alone. So she gets the full brunt of his mouth and attitude. And hilarity ensues. So this ended up being a very popular skit from Livewire. From Livewire episode 2, here's Paula Dent and Miss Priss.
Good morning, Mr. Sims. My name's Bernice Foster, and...
You're not one of those damn Jehovah's Witnesses, are you?
Why, no, Mr. Sims. I'm from the Acme High Life and Happy Times.
Yeah, well, I don't need any goddamn life insurance.
I was going to say escort service.
I didn't call for no damn escort.
I was sent for you by your son-in-law.
That son of a bitch, I'll kill him.
I'm here to spend the day with you, Mr. Sims, and we'll have fun. We'll go to my house.
I said I didn't want a damn escort.
But, Mr. Sims, it's free.
All right, I'll go. But just to get you off my back.
Shall we go now?
I need some stuff first. If I don't get my depends, I'll piss my pants.
Ready?
I guess. Let's get this over with.
So, Mr. Sims, tell me about yourself.
I'm a cranky son of a bitch with a bladder problem. Is that enough?
Come on, Mr. Sims. Put on a happy face. Remember, a happy face makes a happy day.
Bite me.
Well, that was a nice lunch. Are you ready?
No! And lunch tasted like shit. God damn it, where's my shower towel?
Maybe you forgot it.
Oh, great.
What is it?
I think I'm constipated and I just pissed my pants. Where's my goddamn laxative? I'm using the bathroom.
Okay, I'll be here.
Maybe now I can ditch that little fairy.
Oh, there you are!
I damn it, now I have to change again.
Why?
You made me piss my pants.
Ready?
Get your damn hands off of me.
Your son-in-law will be glad you had a good time.
That son of a bitch, I'll kill him.
Joining us for the cast of AM Dusk 2 was the director of Columbia Community Television, Mr. J.J. Wright. He was the station director when we did Livewire, and this was about 5 years later. We recruited him to play a cameo in the first actual skit in AM Dusk 2, which some people don't get the play on words. The skit's called Tough Xerox, and and if you're as old as us,
Yeah.
this really dates us. It's a play on hard copy, which was a program back in the day.
Yes, it was.
And to be honest, I don't even remember what hard copy was. Wasn't it like just true stories of corruption and politics and just things like that? I vaguely remember.
I thought it was all like, is like stuff that's going on with famous people and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I thought
So
it was more like a Deborah Norville kind of thing.
like
wasn't
a commercial tabloid kind of
it?
thing.
Yeah, I thought it was more of a tabloid.
Okay.
It's been that
But
long.
the comparison, I think, pretty much ended there. It was a play on words, so it's, we'll call it Tough Xerox. Hard copy, Tough Xerox.
And that's it.
And that's it. That's all it was. So JJ plays whatever the fuck his character is. What the fuck is this? Good evening, I'm Jonathan Brimley. Okay. All right. Whoops. Again. Whoops. I'm okay. I have a lot of drinking to do. JJ plays our news guy, Jonathan Brimley, reporting on basically a bunch of stuff nobody gives a shit about. Things that might be important to him, like, how Jell-O tastes and whatever the Village people are doing nowadays, different things like this, and throws in a reference to the cast of AM Dusk 2. And it's just kind of a silly way to open AM Dusk 2. This is the skit that actually precedes the intro to the show, and it's pretty funny. The opening to it, I make a cameo appearance in the first few seconds of the skit, and that's it. You also make a cameo at one point and literally have one line or one word.
One word. Yes. Yes, I am.
And it had to be done. So, this was a fun one to shoot. JJ was always a good sport. He was very supportive of Livewire, and he joined in on our shenanigans. So it was a lot of fun to have him in on this. Even it was just this one skit. And he knocked it out of the park. It was hilarious. I remember when we were shooting it, one of the things that we did intentionally was some bad camera work. And I remember him saying, when I was setting up the shot that I wanted, I remember him, and he could see it on the monitor, and I'd have this weird shot where he'd see like the top corner of his head, and it would be slightly out of focus, and he's like, seriously? I said, yeah, just go with it. So from AM Dusk 2, here's Tough Xerox.
Good evening, I'm Jonathan Brimley, and this is Tough Xerox. Our top story comes from St. Helens, Oregon, where Knuckles McCain has just escaped from the Clemmy County Jail and has slaughtered the entire police force. But first, in entertainment, there is a group of young people making strange and offensive cable access shows. Who are they? Why are they bothering us? And when are they going to leave? One important question still remains. Who the hell is directing this annoying camera work, and when are they leaving? These maniacs are invading our airwaves and cannot be stopped. My personal opinion is that I prefer Jell-O. Do you ever notice that it tastes great in the morning, but it's nasty after volleyball? And now a word from our sponsor.
Flatulence.
We're back, and now an exclusive look at our list of people who have not had sex with Madonna. That's all, and good night.
Parental Advisory 2 had a couple of longer skits, and probably the longest skit that we've ever done in Nowhere Video's history was a skit called A Sims Christmas Carol. Now this is, it's a take on A Christmas Carol, obviously. Everybody and their brother has done a parody of that.
Yes.
And it was time to do ours, and this revolves around pretty much my only recurring character that has not only appeared more than once, but has appeared in multiple programs, different programs. Montgomery Sims is a crotchety old fart, and that's just the way he likes it. And so you can imagine he's a perfect fit for the Scrooge character of this whole thing. And it starts out him going about his day, treating people like shit, because that's what he does best. And then he gets visited by a friend from the past, his daughter, which incidentally I had to create a daughter for Mr. Sims because no mention had ever been made of a daughter. And so I literally made up a part just for that, played by Christina Finn. She appears as the Ghost of Christmas Present in a really funny twist. Pretty much no holds barred, and she beats the crap out of it. But he had it coming.
He deserves it.
He deserved it. So, and the Ghost of Christmas Future, it's basically a play on Scream. So we've got all these different influences coming from various places. And we have a revisit from one of your recurring characters.
Yes, Mr. Reverend Wadnick. Yeah.
It's kind of a cameo. It's a short appearance, but it's memorable.
Well, what? Wadnick was his nephew or something like that?
Son-in-law.
Yeah, son-in-law.
Yeah, he's a son-in-law.
So, yeah.
Which tells me, which is really weird because now that's got me thinking. That means that Sim's daughter, the character that I made up, is basically married to Reverend Wadnick.
Who the hell would do that?
So, imagine that, if you will.
We never went that far in the actual history of
we never gave it that much thought, really.
Yeah.
But that's basically what that means. Yeah. which incidentally ties back to Reverend Wadnick's first appearance and Mr. Sims' first appearance, that Mr. Sims gets set up with an escort by his son-in-law, which you find out is Reverend Wadnick.
Yeah.
So this kind of gives you the history of the background between the characters. It's an ongoing rivalry.
Yeah.
So in the end, won't give the ending away, but we put our own twist on it. It doesn't end the way that A Christmas Carol ends. It had to end its own way. So again, yeah, this is probably Nowhere Video's longest skit that we've ever done, at least up to this point. There was extra people involved in this. Again, I mentioned Christina Finn, Pat Lippy, a buddy of mine from work, and yeah, this was a good one. We had a lot of fun doing this one. So from Parental Advisory 2, here's A Sims Christmas Carol.
Was the night before Christmas when all
You piece of crap!
How you doing today? I can do it for you?
Did I ask for anything else?
Oh, I thought maybe you might be interested in some more Christmas music.
No!
Find anything you're looking for.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
$25.09.
I suppose you want money now. Just take all my damn money then. You gonna bag up this crap or just stand there looking stupid?
I'll bag it up.
Bag it up. Thanks. I don't have all the stuff about it.
There you go. You have Merry Christmas.
Ah, yeah, bite me.
Merry Christmas, sir. Well, wouldn't you like to donate to a worthy cause?
No!
But these people are hungry and need your help.
Fuck off! What the hell?
Deck the walls with bowls of jello, la 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 la. 'Tis the season.
Get the hell off my property, you song-singing sons of bitches!
You're a mean one, Mr. Sims. You really are a snot. Your heart is filled with X-Lax. You've got Geritol in your bones, Mr. Sims. Why, you're about as fun as a full rectal exam. You are senile, Mr. Sims. You're as dirty as a mole. You're as sour as a pickle. You're hateful and you're snide, Mr. Sims. Why, I wouldn't touch you with an 85 3/4 inch fucking pole.
Monty. Hey, Monty, wake up, old man.
What the hell? Who are you? Who the hell are you? You get your fat carcass off my bed!
Now, is that the way you treat your old friend?
Oh, old friend? Holy crap! Choco, is that you?
Yes, it's me.
You died in 65! You choked on that damn chicken bone!
Yes, I know. That's all because I didn't listen to you.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to take you back.
Back? Back where? You're dead!
I'm here to take you back to a time you actually cared about Christmas.
What?
Where are we?
Don't you remember?
Holy crap! This is Christmas of 64! This was your last Christmas!
Remember how we used to help out at the Salvation Army every year?
Yes. Those were good times. It used to feel good to help people out.
Yes, it did. What happened?
I'll tell you what happened. That punk kid. It was bad enough we didn't get one thank you that year, but then that brat kid did me in.
You ungrateful little brat! You'd be starving if it wasn't for us!
Come on. I've hated Christmas ever since.
What are we even doing here? I mean, we didn't get a single thank you all night.
Ever since? Monty, that was a long time ago. Isn't it time that you let go and enjoy the holidays again?
Maybe I don't want to enjoy the holidays again. The holidays suck!
Oh yeah? Maybe you suck.
What?
Wake up, Montgomery.
Jessica? What the hell are you doing here?
I'm not Jessica. I am just an image of her. I am the ghost of Christmas present.
Christmas present? You want to give me a Christmas present? Get the hell out of my room so I can sleep, you little fairy!
Listen here, you old fart. You've been a real prick this year, and I'm here to set you straight.
What did I do?
What did you do? Let's take a look, shall we?
I don't have all the stuff.
There you go. You have Merry Christmas.
Ah, yeah, bite me.
Merry Christmas, sir. Well, wouldn't you like to donate to a worthy cause?
No!
But these people are hungry and need your help.
Fuck off!
I remember when Jessica asked you to fill the stockings?
If you'll be home for Christmas.
Yeah, I filled them all right. Ow! You little Tinkerbell, what are you out of?
You just tried, old man. And if that wasn't bad enough, the carolers, the bell ringer, and did you have to set the Cub Scouts' trees on fire?
What's your point? They got what they deserved.
And so will you, Mr. Sims. So will you.
Yeah, bring it on. What in the hell? Hello?
Hello, Monty.
Hello?
Do you like Christmas movies, Monty?
No, I don't like. Who the hell is this?
I'm the one watching you right now.
You're watching me? Well, watch this, you little punk.
We're gonna play a little game.
I don't play games.
Too bad. Your participation is not an option.
Huh, bite me. Ah, where am I? What the hell? Hello?
This game is called Who Dies First.
Who is this? When I find you, you're gonna wish you...
Shh. Now. The first rule of our game is no talking during the services.
Services? What?
Yes, he was my father-in-law, and although he's gone to a better place, I will miss him like a bowel movement.
You little son of a whore! I should have known you were behind all this crap!
And as we commit the body of Montgomery Orville Sims to the earth, we say our final goodbye.
Ah, no! This can't be happening! No!
I can't let this happen!
What the... What... I'm still alive! I'm still alive! That means I've got another chance! Another chance to show I'm not gonna let that son of a motherless goat outlive me! Hello? Hello, Mike? It's Monty! Yeah, I need a favor!
I think few things in this world are as serious as suicide prevention. However, we still manage to make fun of it.
Yeah.
Maybe
in true, yeah, fashion.
Maybe
nothing is sacred.
Nothing is sacred. Maybe it's bad taste on our part. I don't know.
Yeah.
But in the beginning of it, it seems legit, totally realistic. But then we twist it around and give it an attitude. And, you know, some people just don't have time to listen to your crap. They've got other things to do. So, this one again, short and sweet, to the point. This one features Michelle Hand and Pamela Humphrey. And this is Suicide Prevention from AM Dusk 2.
Hi, this is Pamela. What can I do for you?
All bright in 2 hours and 15 darn minutes.
The first Crazy Coos. What can I say about that? Not much. I had to ask him to refresh my memory. What was in it?
I mean, it was 30 years ago here, yeah.
But yeah, this was the very first one. So once again, this one.
This one started it all.
Started it all, and pretty much as, for the most part, kept true to today.
I think the format stayed relatively the same.
He sold a car. He still had, there was still violence somewhere around. This incorporated my younger brothers.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have anybody else to help us work with our stuff, so I
had to grab whoever we could.
Yeah, and it's pretty much cut and dry. It's selling crap that, it's just like, actually, it's probably one of the better things I actually did sell. It wasn't rotted out or,
yeah.
So, it actually ran.
Yeah, that car actually ran.
And I guess I'm selling garbage. Actual garbage. We're talking in a can here.
It's an actual garbage can. I don't know if you just,
I don't know if I threw that in if you bought the car. But, yeah.
Well, I don't know. But it was there, so it's up for sale.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we were kids, had a camera.
Yeah,
Let's
there
shoot
you go. So from Vaudeo Ventures, here is the very first Crazy Coos.
Here in peaceful St. Helens, we take pride in our city. Which brings me to the subject of used cars. Buy this piece of shit. 1971 LTD Ford. Forget this, $7.5 million. But wait, before you say anything else, come with me. Get this is free. Pile of shit garbage. Use. Get this. It's free. Remember, get it for only $9.99. Now can you beat that? So come see me today at Crazy Q's. So, if you don't come see me today, I can't save you any murder. Money. See you later.
One of the very first skits in Nowhere Video's history came from my collaboration with one of my first friends growing up, Mr. Brian Klein. He had invited me over to his house. He was actually out of school because he had a broken leg. And so I came over, we hung out. Well, he was one of the lucky families that had a video camera. And so we put it to use. One of the things that we did was the show Late Night with Dr. Drool, which ended up being one of Nowhere Video's first 2 productions ever made. Contained within Late Night with Dr. Drool was a series of silly skits. One of them was actually just us being kids. We decided to do a silly commercial for Kitty Diggins cat litter. And the twist on it, that it was supposed to be a new and improved scent. Brian's younger brother Garrett decided to say that the cat litter smelled like his brother. So, you know, this is what you get from kids.
Yes.
You know, so yeah,
especially siblings.
Yeah, siblings. It's pretty standard. This is one of my first color video appearances from deep within the Nowhere Video archive. This is Kitty Diggins cat litter from Late Night with Dr. Drool.
Todd Hilton for new fresh scent Kitty Diggins cat litter.
Hi, I'm Todd Hilton. Here is new Kitty Diggins cat litter. If your cat doesn't like the cat litter he's using, try getting new Kitty Diggins cat litter with a new fresh scent. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Here, wait, what's this? Is that you, Brian? Brian!
Does it really smell that bad? I'll buy a new Kitty Diggins cat litter.
AM Dusk 2 probably had the biggest collection of great skits in a single show. There was so many memorable scenes in the show. One of them was co-written by myself and Mr. Lawrence Geisinger. Lawrence was a partner of mine in drama class in high school. Him and I actually went to a state competition, and we actually took second in state. And, you know, he always had a great sense of humor. Him and I came up with this idea to do a play on the DARE program. Again, nothing sacred. And anything goes, anything's up for grabs. So we decided it would be funny to, you know, not do it about drugs, but do it about something that kids actually should be doing, which is reading. But, you know, not when you're in the DOPE program.
Yeah.
DOPE being an acronym for Drop Out People Every Day, you know, getting kids to drop out of school and, you know, join the workforce and stuff like that. You know, stop reading books. You know, you need to start making a living today and, you know, start your futures now. So him and I are both in that skit. We also have the single appearance from Mr. Gary Jackson, who I haven't seen in a very long time. Actually wish I knew how to get a hold of him. He was great in that skit. Played the concerned father, and Mark Johnson's arm makes a cameo in that scene.
Oh.
What had happened is Lawrence and Gary were not able to be on set at the same time.
So Mark was a stand-in.
So Mark was
arm stand-in.
Mark was a stand-in for Lawrence's arm, and you know, through editing, you can't tell the difference. So you see a point where Gary, the father, pulls this bag out of a hand, and it's supposed to be Lawrence's hand, but it's actually Mark's. But you don't know that. Now you do. Oops. But you know, you do what you got to do, and that was a practical solution to a real problem. And it's like, oh, you know, we can fix this. We can work around it. You know, they don't have to be on camera at the same time. And we worked around it, and it worked out fine. You know, we still got the point across. It was still a funny skit, and we had a great time with it. So from AM Dusk 2, here's Dope.
What are you doing? Nothing? Nothing, huh? Then what's that behind your back? I told you it's nothing. What's this? Where'd you get this? You reading now? What's next? Homework? Who taught you how to do this, huh? You, all right. I learned by watching you.
Hi, I'm Jerry Thompson, chairman of Dropout People Every Day. We live in a nation plagued by education, where books are corrupting the minds of our young people. We as adults need to teach our children to be responsible citizens by sending them out into the world as soon as they become teenagers. So please, join with me in seeing the kids like Bobby here stay away from the schools and start their futures now.
Another one of the goofy things that we did, I used to spend as much time as I could over at Chris's house, bringing along my PXL 2000. And we decided to do a short little skit. And I don't know if this was intended to be Clarence Claude or just somebody drinking. I'm not sure. I don't think it was an official Clarence Claude. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I think it was more of just a drunk guy in general.
Yeah,
but since it was me, and at the time, it just looked like Clarence Claude. Anyway,
he just happens to be passing by. So he's asked if he wants to play cards. The main thing that sticks out in this skit is, again, something that we quote all the time, and it traces back to this skit. At the time, Chris is literally out in his front yard holding a bottle, pretending to drink from it, and he's right by one of the main streets, and somebody yells out their window, "Yeah, woo." Well, screaming, yelling it out, like he's giving us thumbs up for drinking in your front yard.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah.
So we have quoted that again and again. "Yeah, woo," and it comes from this skit. And it's just a simple, again, something, kids are going to come up with because it's just stupid. So, from Vaudeo Ventures, here's Playing Cards.
Hey you! You want to play some cards? Sit on down.
Here's cards.
Okay, cut it. Now try cutting the cards.
Oh, yeah. Shit. God, stupid. That's gonna be sick. Now I'll try to clean my car.
Also, in Parental Advisory 1, we had the idea to do a commercial for breakfast cereal. And to be honest, it's been so long now, I don't know how we came up with Kellogg's Frosted Chili. Which
Chili is in our stuff a lot, actually.
You know,
to be perfectly honest.
What kind of vomit-inducing cereal is this? So in this skit, you know, again, we threw these together in just a couple of weeks. So we have this whole box of chili covered in
powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar. And
it's got to be frosted and all.
And I pour this concoction into a bowl, cover it in milk, and take a big old bite of it. You yell cut, and I mean, just imagine. I mean, this whole thing could have been accomplished with, you know, a can of pork and beans, or I mean, it could have been a can of dog food. No one would have known.
No.
But no, sugared chili. That was
I'm glad
nasty.
I didn't have to take a bite of that stuff.
Oh man, I mean the distance will go for a joke here. I mean, yeah, yeah. So with that, check out Kellogg's Frosted Chili from Parental Advisory.
You know, they say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and I believe that, because when I go to work each morning, I need a good breakfast. Fast. That's why I eat Kellogg's Frosted Chili. That's right, Frosted Chili. With Kellogg's Frosted Chili, I get the best of both breakfast and dinner all in one tasty dish. With Kellogg's Frosted Chili, you get more gas in one spoonful than most people get in an entire day. Just spoon up and enjoy. A nice big bowl of Kellogg's Frosted Chili. Add a little milk, and you've got a great, nutritious breakfast that you'll just love. Kellogg's Frosted Chili.
Kellogg's Frosted Chili. Part of this nauseous breakfast. Barf bag included.
From Parental Advisory 1, we had this idea to do a public service announcement. Every holiday season, you hear ads, you know, telling you not to drink and drive. You know, they really push this whole thing, especially around the holidays. And we decided it would be funny to say, you know, hey, what other activities should you not do while driving? There's got to be other stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
we come up with other ideas, all right.
So we decided, you know, we came up with this list of things that we think would be funny to show somebody doing while they're driving. Among other things, typing up a resume on an actual typewriter.
Yeah,
Good
while
luck
driving.
finding one of those nowadays.
Yeah. You thought texting and driving was tough.
Yeah. Try bringing a typewriter in your passenger seat. No, don't play solitaire while driving. That's very dangerous. But the one that tops them all was the finale for the skit was to not host a daytime talk show while driving.
Yes. And oh, sorry, kind of went blank there.
That happens.
Yeah, I do that from time to time.
Yeah.
This was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
And this the brought in other people into the scene as extras and stuff like that. And some haven't been in much anything else.
That's true.
So it's kind of a, hey, we brought them in, give them a chance to, do that kind of thing. And at the same time, have a little bit of fun. And
yeah, there were literally extras. Like, I think...
Yeah, I mean, you have to fill up the capacity for a van to have a talk show. You can't just have,
We needed an audience.
Yeah, you need an audience.
And yeah, so that was great. I mean, that's why that saved till the end of it. That was just hilarious. I mean, it's the whole idea of it is just so absurd that I mean, who would ever do this? No one. And that's why it's funny. And the fact that somehow I go from driving the van to interviewing the audience.
Yeah, so who's driving the van?
Who's driving the van? It's still going. Interesting side note, there was a scene that was actually cut from that skit. And we were discussing earlier that Chris and I we think a lot alike. So it's like if you don't see it on video, you may not remember it.
Yeah.
And the scene was one of the things that we thought you shouldn't do while driving was assembling a Star Trek model. We shot it, and it was just one of those things. When I went to edit the scene, it just seemed really awkward. It seemed like a funny idea, and it's like, it just didn't play out as funny as we thought it would be. So that whole scene got cut from the final skit. The footage does still exist, of course, but it lives in the archive and may never see the light of day.
For good reason.
For good reason. So here's the not while driving PSA from Parental Advisory 1.
Hello everyone, I'm Mark Johnson. During this holiday season, please remember, don't drink and drive. And while we're on the subject, there are other things that I believe that you shouldn't do while driving. For instance, shaving. While it seems like a good idea and when you're in a rush to try and shave on your way to work, remember there's potholes out there. You could cut yourself. So please, shave before you go to work. That includes you too, ladies. Also, playing solitaire is quite unacceptable while driving because it diverts your attention from the road and to the game. And if you're looking for cards to play, then you're not watching the road, and therefore you're setting yourself up for a major 10-car pileup. While we're on the subject of driving and things that you shouldn't do while driving, this one's for the older folks. Don't crochet or knit while driving. This is not acceptable. Because ladies, and let's face it, most of the people out there who are crocheting are elderly ladies. You're sitting there, you're knitting one and purling two, and all of a sudden you make a mistake. You've got to correct it, and that takes your eyes off the road. And if you do that, you're setting yourself up for disaster. And although it may seem like a good idea as you're driving to a job interview to type up your resume at the last minute to make it look fresh and new, we don't advise typing your resume while you're driving down the highway on your way to a job interview. This is something that's best done at home before you leave for the job interview. Hopefully, weeks before your job interview, you'll have your resume done. So please remember that. And as tempting as it may be, please do not try and host your own daytime talk show while driving, as this can get into very heated discussions with guests and can result in someone throwing a chair at you and breaking your nose while driving, therefore causing not only an accident but possible multiple injuries and multiple deaths with your audience. So please don't drink and drive and TV talk shows. And I'm Mark Johnson. Thank you for your time. Would somebody please get me a beer? Where the hell are my car keys? Where's that microphone? I need to do an interview on my way home to my job interview.